you find yourself at a loss, not knowing what to write in the Eiken first grade test? It is often said that Japanese learners of English can read, but cannot speak. Is it true? Reading, listening, speaking, and writing are only 4 facets of one skill commanding the English language. So it is logical to say that as you read better, you will also get better with writing, for example. Having said that, I think passive English and active English require totally different levels of proficiency. Reading and listening are passive, which are relatively easier, while speaking and writing are active. And when you get used to an environment where passive English is encouraged, sometimes it gets difficult to speak or write. The good news is, though, writing in the Eiken first grade test is not that demanding. Let us compare it with the IELTS and TOEFL tests. In IELTS test, you are required to write 2 compositions totaling 400 words. TOEFL requires an even larger number of words, 500 words in total. So the fact that we may not be so fluent in writing is already factored into this Eiken first grade test. So you can relax. With just one small tool, you can manage to write an essay as short as 240 words with ease. I will show you how right now. Today I'm here to talk about the Eiken first grade test, in particular English writing. After Eiken made a recent modification to their scoring system, I believe that how well you cope with the writing section of the test is the biggest determinant of the outcome, pass or fail. Although the writing section is a part of the reading module, it now is equally assessed along with reading and listening. If your marks in writing are good, you are more likely to pass the test. Of course, speaking is a separate test which is conducted later on for those who have passed the first test. Today, I want to present one writing problem with a sample answer. They are independent of the testing institution, Eiken Foundation of Japan, and they are not endorsed by the institution. Structure. It may sound odd, but you do not have to write a smart or creative essay for the Eiken first grade test. Why? Because 1, you don't have much time. Second, this is a task for the sake of assessing your English writing, not essay writing as such. So our task is to write an essay good enough for the purpose within the given time frame. Given the requirements for the problem, the essay in question of 200 to 240 words can be roughly divided into, say, 50 words for the introduction, 50 words each for body 1, body 2, and body 3, and 30 words for the conclusion. Once you are set with this structure, now you can get down to business and write your essay. Now, this is a sample problem. This particular problem is given in the form of, do the benefits outweigh the disadvantages? This is one of typical types of problems asked. This type of problem can be treated similar to the other types of questions, such as, do you agree with the given statement or not? One thing I would incorporate for this type of problem is comparisons, because the question is whether one outweighs the other. Naturally, it tends to require you to compare benefits and disadvantages. Preparation. Before I start writing, I should first make some preparations. What is the theme given for the essay? It's holding Olympics. And what is the question? Does the benefits of hosting the Olympics outweigh the disadvantages? Okay, let's ponder what kind of arguments I could make. Once I have done that, then I can decide on my position, thesis statement, whether my answer to the question should be positive or negative. Introduction paragraph. Holding an Olympic Games entails various advantages and disadvantages. Yet, I believe the benefits of hosting the event outweighs the disadvantages. Many will argue that the large costs involved are problematic. However, the Olympics can enhance its hosting city by stimulating economic growth, improving infrastructure, and promoting tourism. 48 words. In the introduction paragraph, you can achieve 3 things. 1. Introduce the topic of your essay. 2nd, state your position, directly answering the question asked. 3rd, foretell the arguments you are going to develop in the body paragraphs. Your proposition, whether you agree to a question statement or not, should be determined based on how you will be able to better present your arguments. Remember, this is an English test. Your creed or conviction doesn't count. Body 1 paragraph. Some critics say, for example, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics money could be better spent on education and social programs. However, looking at only the cost is short-sighted. Traditionally, construction projects have been used by governments as economic stimuli, largely with success. Thus, the money spent in connection to the event will cause economic boost within the regional and national economies. 61 words. First, I introduced critics' negative view towards hosting the Olympics, and then I contrast that by presenting benefits brought by construction project. Construction project is one key word used in this body 1. The body is the core of the essay. It is best divided into 3 paragraphs in this case. It is a good idea to start with a major point, followed by other 2 points of lesser significance. If possible, try to connect the first, second, and third points in a logical flow with keywords. Write a topic sentence which is often a short and general introduction so that you can add several explanatory and supporting texts. About 50 words, so 4 or 5 sentences should suffice. In the case of outweigh type of questions, it will be prudent also to mention opposing views. Body 2 paragraph. Additionally, the new sporting facilities built will remain and be continuously used by future athletes. Sports are a central part in the cultural life of people, so having these facilities will enrich the city, thus providing long-term benefits for the local people. 41 words. Please note that I inserted a transition word additionally here to show that another perspective will now be raised. From the keyword in Body 1, construction project, I now discuss a related topic, utility of instruction brought about by the Olympics. Body 2 paragraph should also start with a topic sentence. If necessary, use transition word. There should be only one topic in the paragraph. After Body 2, Body 3 follows, and introduce the new topic, and similar comments applies to this Body 3, the same as Body 2. Body 3 paragraph. Furthermore, the Olympics will bring many visitors from abroad. This will raise security issues. However, the majority of visitors are innocent tourists participating in leisure activities intending no harms to local residents. Overall, with greater accommodation capacity available, more tourists will visit the city, bringing in more jobs for the local community. 52 words. I studied Body 3 paragraph using a discourse marker. Furthermore, Following on from the topic of improved facilities and infrastructure in Body 2, I shifted to another related topic of tourists. Again, I mentioned first the negative side of the increased number of tourists brought about by the Olympics, and then I contrast that with more significant benefits, more jobs. Conclusion paragraph. For these reasons, in my opinion, holding the Olympic has more pros than cons. It presents a great opportunity to bring long-term benefits into the region. 26 words. Total 229 words. The conclusion is an easy part of the essay. You have stated almost everything you have to say, so now you just have to sum up your idea. I used, in my opinion, to conclude, but of course there are a number of different ways to write to that effect. To conclude, in conclusion, to summarize, all in all, etc. Again, there is no time to waste on trivial things, so pre-plan how you are going to say it and concentrate on your English writing on the test day. In the conclusion paragraph, a must sentence is the one that reaffirms your position, which has already been presented in the introduction paragraph. The only thing you need to do is to paraphrase it. Also, I added another sentence saying it presents a great opportunity to bring long-term benefits into the region, just to elaborate and reinforce my preceding sentence. It doesn't that much, but it is there to extend the paragraph. The conclusion paragraph should serve to conclude your essay decisively. Do not introduce any new points. This concludes my lesson. Obviously, I am a native speaker of Japanese. At Myer, we also have qualified native speakers of English who can help you improve your English writing skills and guide you through to passing the Eiken first grade. Thank you for watching.